Just northwest of Chicago and south of the Illinois-Wisconsin state line, you'll find one of the largest collections of trolley and railroad items in the United States. The story actually started back in 1941, when a group of Chicago enthusiasts tried to purchase an interurban car from an abandoned line in Indiana. World War II and a lack of funds halted their plans, but a second chance arose in 1953. This time, the group was ready.
The museum was founded on the basis of the 65 car. It was a group of 10 individuals got together and they wanted to save this one car. And they did save it, and that was the beginning of the Electric Railway Museum.
With Chicago and Milwaukee area cars ending their useful lives, the museum decided that one or two of the more important types should be saved. Their first project was a 1906 Chicago Surface Lines car that had been turned into a salt spreader.
What the Surface Lines did, the CTA did, I mean, they chopped holes in it, and they did everything that possibly do just to not ever use it as a streetcar again. It was a project that took almost 17 years to do, but it's in pristine condition. It's totally restored.
Since that time, the museum has acquired and sheltered an impressive collection of locomotives and cars. Visitors will find engines of all types and sizes, but the pride of the collection is found in two historic train sets, the Nebraska Zephyr and one of the two 1941 Electroliners.
Ran on the Chicago North Shore Milwaukee Railroad, and it was rather an experimental car, as it was the first car to have air conditioning. They were in service until 1963, and both were sold to Philadelphia, where they ran on one of their high-speed lines.
It takes a lot of work and a great deal of time to bring just one of these cars back to life. Take car number 141 as an example.
It was built in 1924 by the Cummings Car Company in Paris, Illinois, and shipped to the Chicago and West Towns Railway. After abandonment of the streetcar system in 1948, the car was slated to be scrapped, but instead was sold as a car body. It was stripped of parts and sold to the farming community in DuPage County, Illinois. After we received the car and brought it here, we kept it covered up, and then later it was put into buildings, and we started the restoration project in the early 90s.
In addition to the static displays, visitors will find a two-division demonstration railroad. Steam, diesel, and heavy electric trains run on the 5-mile-long main line, which takes weekend visitors from East Union Depot on a 40-minute round trip to Kishwaukee Grove. The second division is a mile-long streetcar loop. Shady streetcar stops evoke the past as visitors get a short ride to Central Avenue and to the refreshment stand. It isn't all engines and cars. Neon signs remind visitors of the great area surface lines of the past. And historic station and junction tower are all still in use. Restoration on both steam and diesel engines is ongoing.
We're working on our decapod, which is a 210-0 Russian decapod made by Baldwin in 1918.
Internal combustion is not to be forgotten as they work to restore items such as this Baldwin center cab, a GP9, and this Alco RS3.
We do have the U-boat, which is a U-30C. That has just been restored too.
Volunteerism is a major part of the museum's operation. From the early days to the present, it's been volunteers who do the work, man the cars, and run the museum.
That's the backbone of our fleet. I mean, our volunteers are the most important thing that we have. Most of the work you see done out here are done by volunteers.
The museum offers researchers extensive information in two unique libraries. The first is the Strayhorn Library, an extensive collection of railroad books, periodicals, technical data, and professional journals. Second is the Pullman Library, where you can find all the remaining construction drawings, photographs, and technical data from the Pullman Car Company. The museum currently has over 400 pieces in its collection and has an acquisition program to obtain more.
It's impossible to restore everything, of course, but we do try our hardest to restore one type of piece of equipment. That we might have two, but we still try to restore just the one and have it for display.
The Illinois Railroad Museum has a right to be proud of its growth and accomplishments. Its vast collection of historical engines and cars makes it one of the must-see stops in the Midwest.